Um, Today is 1st April, and we are in 2024, and we are also in the second quarter of 2024, and it's Monday, and you decided to be here instead of being at the beach or party. Congratulations in advance. Um, it means that probably you realize something that is not right in the first quarter, and you want to fix it. This is our third session in this year, and those who listened to the other guy, I didn't play everything, but he used to blow his account, and then as he joined our introductory class, and you are coming to get the same information, probably better off. He deposited, and then he never blew his account again. My name is Mark. You can call me Mark Brain. You can also call me Dr. Brain. Don't call me Mr. Mark. You want to call me by Mark, then you just go by Mark. Don't add anything, but that's my first name. And I would like us to introduce ourselves. Your name, your country, or state, or city, how you heard about us, or who introduced you to our platform, and what you expect to achieve at the end of the session. Please, this is recording, so if your background is noisy, I will kindly advise you can actually use the chat box by introducing yourself, and I'll read. If your background is clean, like mine, you can unmute your mic one by one. So you tell me about yourself. Who will go first? So we have Jeremiah. Is it Dumagan or Dumogan? Accra, referred by Na. Okay, which of the Nas? Yes, who is next? Please, Jeremiah, please, you are welcome to Dream Deal Academy. Yes, who is next? Let's do this thing quickly so we can move on. My name is Oliwe from Republic South Africa, RSA, referred by Lumbani. We have Aweniepa, SSI, probably Kumasi. So Aweniepa happened to be our CEO for EDFX Ghana, regulating things and making sure everything is going very well. Justine from Namibia, referred by Lumbani. Justine, is it that you love our company so much that you decided to personalize it as your Zoom ID already? Let me know. Or you want to be our representative in Namibia? So Richard in Accra, Ghana, referred by Sister Abigail. Okay, so Sister Abigail happened to be our Greater Accra boss lady and then our organizer as well. So we have Allen, referred by Sam Lord from Kaswa. Okay, Mr. Allen, I think I spoke with you yesterday. And yeah, Sam Lowe never attended the class before, but he referred someone. That's not bad. Okay, so Jeremiah. Okay, nah. Okay, I know now. Princess Enicia. See what? Let me read. This is Sigoki from Zimbabwe, referred by Lumbani from South Africa, expecting to be a guru in Forex trading. Okay, Princess, we can make that very possible for you. Abigail is thanking. Okay, thank you. Godson Etonam from Ghana. Okay, you met me personally at Women of Valor. Okay, I remembered. Welcome to the session. Maria, Namibia, referred by Lumbani. Oh, Lumbani, I think I need to give you an award. I'm Focus FS from Nigeria. Focus FS, may we know your name? I like your name, Focus FS from Nigeria. Please, who referred you to our session? So nobody wants to talk to me. Oh, nobody wants to talk to me. Okay. Who wants to talk to me? Who wants to speak? Lydia Uhia from Nigeria. I came through Olga John. Okay. Madam Lydia, you are welcome. All right. Since nobody wants to talk to me, I'm fine. I'm not happy, but I'm okay. All right. So thank you so much. Uma from Ghana. Ghana, is it Ghana Web or Ghana what? Uma meets at Accra. Maybe you can clarify it a little. All right. Now, nobody tell me, give me any expectation. Okay. But I would like to know your expectation. Okay. And I like the fact that the number is very small from the start. The next question I want to ask is, okay, focus effort. This is my first time attending the session. Name is Ayumide. We've been chatting personal on WhatsApp for a while. Okay, that's fine. I did not hear from Joseph. I did not hear from Joy, Priscilla. Aya, can you introduce yourself so that Nigerians know you? Okay. Now, trading, Forex, crypto, stock, bonds, commodities, futures, indices, and many more. I want to clear some perceptions around it before we start. And this perception is to let you know what you are going into. Trading is addictive. Okay? You can type it in the chat box that I said trading is addictive. Those who know and traded before, they will tell you that you can never stop when you start. Yes, trading is addictive, but it's very addictive. Whether you are losing, whether you are gaining, whether you are making money, whether you are not making money, it is addictive. But the question is, let me start my summary. The question is, who are those people that trading is addictive to? They are those people that make the decision to become traders, like whether they win or not, they want to be traders. Those people can be categorized in many areas. They can be gamblers, they can be real traders, they can be professional traders, they can be try and error traders. We have people who are try and error traders. We also have people who are just trading by luck. They are just lucky and they are winning, 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 winning. And one day they lose. When you start learning trading and you are always winning, 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 the time you may lose, it might be bigger. But when you are learning trading or you are trading from the beginning, you lost, you lost, you lost, you lost. I'm not saying blow accounts. I'm not saying you lose all your money. I'm saying you lost. Okay, you lose the money, you lose the money, you lose the money, you lose the money, you lose the money. And then the day you win, that win is built on something for you. And that is where I am coming from. That win will be based on something for you. So that is what we are going to take you through. And we will help you understand the in and out of the game. Now, this is an introductory system class, and you are to know up to intermediary in a very short while, like very short while. You are expected to know much. But then, after you learn and you make the decision to be trader, like you want to be like me, that I don't do any other thing apart from trading, you will definitely be learning. After the whole introductory class, your real journey begins. Your real journey starts from there. And it will be smooth, but not smooth. It won't be smooth for you, or probably smoother for you if you decide to say, Mark, can you hold my hand? Or you pick a mentor who is dedicated to help you and the rest. Now, for you to be successful, you will definitely need to hold someone's hand. For you to be successful, you will definitely need to hold someone's hand. Why? There are a lot of content you can digest from YouTube. There are a lot of content you can digest from online, other places, TikTok. Everybody have their perception around trading. What is the best strategy? Everybody will say something different. Have you lost money before? Everybody will say something different. But how many of these people actually sit behind the screen and tell you how they lost 10,000 times before making it? They don't tell you. So when you listen to them without mentor, you jump into it without testing the waters. So we teach you in a way that you test the waters. Like a swimming pool, you want to enter, we have 1 feet, 2 feet, 3 feet, 5 feet, 6 feet, and deep. Please don't jump into the deep without testing, putting your leg. For instance, I don't know how to swim. So if I'm even entering, I have to put one leg in the water. All right. I'll put one leg in the water to see if my leg will touch the floor. The problem is not you putting your leg inside. The problem is, do you have an idea how to test mechanisms before you put yourself into it? My introductions are very important to me because you're going to build your house on it. Ideally, last year would have played a video for you where you learn habit and eat power. You don't play those videos anymore. But after the first session, we send them to your platforms. You can watch that and then be able to communicate back to your mind, your brain, that you are coming to start a journey. And that journey, you must accept it slowly. And then the brain now accept it. After accepting it, the brain can now do whatever you want to do with it. So do not start with haste. Do not start with high expectation. Some of you, I want to trade and I want to buy Lamborghini in the next 3 months. I'm sorry. It is possible. But if you come with that mindset, you will crash. But if you come with that mindset that I want to target $20, $10, 1%, 2%, 5% daily for 1 year, and from that 1 year, I want to grow myself exponentially. I want to grow myself on compound basis. Please, if you are making notes, which I will advise you to do, put these things down. Sequential approach, compound approach, exponential approach are the best mechanisms that you can use. Okay. If you want to be successful in this industry, put the naira off mind, put the dollar off mind, put the Ghanaian cedis off mind, put the rand off mind. What should you put in mind? Well, how much percentage am I making today? Oh, I'm only making 2%. I'm making 1%. I'm making 5%. What does it mean? It helps you communicate percentage. Oh, even to your enemies. So if your enemy come to you and say, oh, I learned you are trading. How much did you make today? And say, oh, I made $10,000. Your enemy will not be happy hearing that, right? So you say, oh, well, not too bad, but I make 2%. Then he will ask you, how much is your equity? I don't think you have to extend it like that, right? So when you accept percentage, it can help you control your approach. It also helps you control your emotion. And then you don't be excited. A lot of things can improve for you. So these are things we are going to take you through. And by end of the month, 90% of you should be able to enter trade. Or we are going to guide you create a complete broker account or trading account. Those of you who want to go far with us, you can choose to use our recommended brokers because we tested them for a very long time. Those of you who want to be on your own or semi on your own, you can choose your own brokers and trade with it. You have the opportunity to access trade ideas or trading signals from our community. We have the general community. We have the premium community. We have the inner circle. Those are the three core places we have. And the first two are completely free. The last three, until you get to a certain level, you are not welcome because you need to know why you are entering that side of the game. We don't sell courses. And please, nobody will private you. None of my leaders will private you to discuss investment, return on investment, ROI, mining, and all those bullshit. We don't do that. Okay, we don't trade for anybody. We don't do account management. So anybody that private you, telling you to manage your account for you, do you have MT4? Do you have MT5? Please, once the person is on our platform, let us know. We kick him or her out of the platform. Very, very important. Please, are you following so far? We're also going to help you navigate the trading platforms. We have three major trading platforms we use. We have the MetaTrader platform, which we have 4 and 5. We're going to help you know how to use them. The web version, the application on PC, then application on the mobile app. And then we have Trading View, how to navigate through Trading View, why you need it at a point, and then the last but not the least is CTrader that we were introduced recently, and this is the back office or the user interface you are seeing on the screen right now. So we're going to navigate you through them, and you are allowed to make a choice. For Trading View, it's only to analyze the charts and do a few stuff. But with the CTrader, you can execute a trade. With MetaTrader 4 or 5, you can also execute a trade. Choosing which of them actually match your trading style depending on the broker you want to use. So you might end up loving CTrader, but the question is, the broker you are using, does it support CTrader? So if the broker you're using doesn't support it, you are actually bound to just use what you do at the end of the day. But then you have the opportunity to choose whichever one that works for you. The next thing you should put in mind is, as you're learning, be ready to practice. And one thing you should keep in mind is the ability to use free money to start trading. It is not advisable to take loan to trade. Please promise me in the chat box, I will not take loan to trade. Promise me in the chat box. It is not advisable to use your life savings to put into trading. Promise me in the chat box, I will not use my life savings to trade. Do not go and take money from anybody that you want to trade and give profit to that person. It will ruin your life. I'm actually telling you this from experience. If you want to trade, make sure you probably, let's say you are here right now. Before the end of the session, you want to trade. Before the end of the session, you want to really trade. What do? Let's say your income is $10 a day. You can be keeping $1 somewhere, $1 somewhere, $1 somewhere. By end of the month, that becomes $30 for you. Mark, I have free $30. How can I grow this money? We're going to develop a plan for you and help you grow that money. You see it at 100 and you can start growing from that angle. We've done it. It's something we used to do. I'm not sure anybody who listened to me before has deposited over $1,000 at a go. If you have that and it's your free money, no problem. But if you don't have that, start from where you can start. Okay? So you can promise me if you like, I will start with what I can afford and make sure it is free. Now, this is the point. When you are using free money, you trade without emotion, especially anxiety. You will not be anxious and you will not be depressed. Nothing will be chasing you. If you go and take a loan and the loan required you to pay interest every month or every day or every week, you will be under pressure to trade. And when you are under pressure to trade, you are actually going to lose that money. I am being frank with you. When you take someone's money, the person will put pressure on you because the person is expecting returns. And as the person expects returns, you will be under pressure and you will lose the money. I want to clear everything that can be an obstacle ahead of you before we even start again. Now, if you understand all this, I want to go into it directly and ask a question, and I'm going to give you an answer. So a lot of people refer to trading as gambling. Is trading gambling? Well, if you know the answer, you can drop it in the chat box. But to give you the answer straightforward, gambling is any game that goes with an expiration time. Okay. So for example, football is 19 minutes. So after 90 minutes, if the team you actually anticipated to win did not win after that 90 minutes, your bet is gone. And aside that, should they go for extra time and they still win, you still lose the bet. So trading does not have an expiration time. It doesn't have expiration time. So that's qualified not to be what gambling. But there is an approach to trading that will make it gambling. And based on the platform, based on the approach you use, and tell me to be a gambling or a real business. So when you choose to make it real business, you will approach it as business and it's going to pay you. Is trading a scam? No. Trading is not a scam. But if you choose to treat it like a scam, then it will scam you, especially you trying to give your money to someone to trade for you, or you giving your money to a company, which many of us might have an experience from, okay? And the company go away. It does not make trading a scam. That's also one thing you should understand. The other aspect of trading that could be considered as a scam is that aspect where you are using the wrong broker. And then instead of you making $10, because the broker is fictitious and you are not aware, you are making $6, meaning the broker find a way to be taking $4 from your effort. But even that, your effort is just what they are actually taking. But it pains when you realize it. That can also be considered as a scam. Another aspect you could consider as a scam or gambling is trading options or binary options or predictive trading, where there is a timestamp set. You set that, okay, price is currently at 1. In the next 5 minutes, price will get to 2. So within and after the 5 minutes, once price did not end at 2, you lose your stake. That can also be considered as gambling or scam. Okay, so by now, I'm sure you clarify yourself. Trading is risky. This is kind of a twist element. Yes, I say twist element because it's all based on how you say it. Is trading difficult? Hmm, yes. No. Okay. It also based on your approach. If you actually, okay, in my country, anytime we are graduating junior high school, entering to secondary school or senior high school, there is that perception that reading science is very difficult. And you see people telling that, hey, elective math, hey, physics, hey, chemistry, hey, biology, hey, this. That are just to make you feel you cannot read it. But most of you went through that same stage and you end up becoming your medical doctor and the rest at the end of the day. So I'll ask you, whatever you anticipating to go into, as you heard people saying it's difficult, and then you pass through, is it difficult? Now, that will answer your approach to training if it is difficult. The aspect of trading that is very difficult. It's just you refuse to follow the simple rules. And we are going to show you that simple rules. And once you follow it, your journey will be summarized. Now, what does it mean? Now, it also goes with you getting a mentor. And then, whatever your mentor passed through 7 years to become, let's say, a professional trader, it means that your 7 years that you're supposed to be trying and erroring will be summarized by that mentor for you. Which means that if you are following that mentor's footstep, it means that instead of you spending 7 years to become professional, you could spend 3 months or 1 year or 2 just to become professional. Please, is someone following? Um, Let me know if you are following, please.
Yes, please.
All right, thank you. Now, the next point is how risky is trading? Truthfully, if you ever think of buying Mercedes-Benz, probably Maybach or Rolls-Royce, will you be thinking of accidents? Definitely no. But then, if you want to buy Toyota and Mercedes, what is the probability that driving those same cars on the same road, which of them can lead to an accident so fast? There are many things that can cause accidents. Probably I'm driving Mercedes, so I can drive 250 kilometers per hour, high speed, abnormal speed. You'll kill yourself. So what I'm just trying to paint here is that the risk element to trading can be minimized by the approach you use. Same way, you buy a vehicle or you buy a machine and you did not study the manual, you just start using it. Like there's a funny story about a man bought a car, full option electricals, complete electrical car. And then one day he forgot to wear the seatbelt and the vehicle refused to spark. So he has to go for a mechanic. The mechanic came, could not get anything at the end of the day. He glanced through the manual and realized that it stated in the manual that if you did not wear seatbelts, the car will not start. So he then do his, all these mechanic, they wouldn't want you to know what they've done. So he take his money and said, next time, want to start the car or start the vehicle, always wear your seatbelt. And that is how the problem is solved. So what manuals do you read about trading before you are starting? Very important. How many books did you read? What research have you done? You have to do the research to the extent that you even know what assets you need to trade. What makes those assets move? What approach do you need to use? How do you determine those approach? That is when learning comes to play. When you start, you should be able to understand financial principles and the rules that governs financial principles. And if you take all these things very keenly, and it is not tiring in your ears so far, I can guarantee you that you are on your way to become one of the best traders, right? And on this note, I want to officially introduce you to what is Forex, okay? What is trading? The advantages of trading. Why is trading a 21st century business? Then we now go into it, approach to trading, where we meet technical analysis, we meet fundamental analysis, sentiment analysis. Then we go deep into institutional concept of trading, support and resistances, demand and supplies, trend lines, week-off trading strategies, Fibonacci trading strategies, worldly brains trading strategies, price action, candlestick trading strategies, technical indicators, oscillators, convergence, divergence, pivot points, structural market directions, developing trading ideas, and placing a trade. Now, Mark will teach you about different ways to take trading. Then you will try and error for 3 months, or 1 year, or 6 months, and say, Mark, upon all this you taught me, I like to go with liquidity sweep inducement. I like to go with candlestick approach. I like to go with demand and supply. I like to go with institutional concept. I like to go with zoning. Then you can actually now define what works for you in trading. For the first month, for the first 2 months, for the first 3 months, you might not know what works for you. That is also why we support you with signals. So when you receive our signals, after the signal played out, come back to the signal and find out what could be the reason why this man gave a buy and he went bad by hitting stop. In case I am looking for this buy tomorrow, what do I need to observe? Now, after that, you write down the trade. I bought gold at 2020 at 9 a.m. in the London session, and my target is 2280, expecting maybe 200 or 500 pips or 1,000 pips. But market moved 20 pips and now go against me to hit my stop loss. Then the remark I reviewed the trade or the setup after a while, and I realized that I did not get enough confluence, or I made the decision in the middle of the market. So the next day, which is now remark, when I want to enter the same trade, I will wait and enter at 10, probably London time, or I will observe to get my confluences, or I'll wait for my candlestick confirmation. You do all those things and you write it down. And that is what we call trading journal. Keep a record of your trade, not a history of your trade. There's a difference between history of your trade and record of your trade. You detailed why you picked that one trade. When you detailed why you picked that one trade and it did not go well, you will change the method. If you detailed why you took it and it played out, you will repeat it, which means that you will be able to know what you are doing right and what you are doing wrong. So for you to become a successful trader, you will need to keep record, journal. For you to make that record valid, you need to develop a plan. Promise yourself, I will develop a plan, right? In the chat box. We will teach you how to develop a plan. And you now have the opportunity to follow that plan and be disciplined. And when you do that, following the rules, you could probably be risking or losing only 15% and be winning at least 85%, even from the beginning. Why? Because you have built system, and that system will guide you. So what do you need to inculcate in the trading plan? We're going to talk about that. We're going to break down risk management, risk to reward ratio. What do you do when you lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? How can you make the next trade become a winning trade and actually make you successful? And then cover all these things. Then we take over with patterns, structure, trading by session, and you'll become a better trader in no time. Now, anybody you meet and then you ask, what is Forex? Okay. I think as far as I've been doing this for 4 years now, teaching, um, it will always not be the same, but there are some of the things you will hear over and over and over again. So we have FOR, and then we have EX. So the FOR is foreign, and the EX become exchange, hence Forex. Now, Forex can be seen as exchanging one currency against the other. And then another one is trading one currency against the other. Another one could be changing one currency with the other. Mark, what is the difference of all these things? Now, those of you who enjoy Ponzi scheme a little bit, some companies came and steal your money with arbitrage strategy. All right. They buy from one market at a lower price and they go sell in another market at higher price. Okay. It's a logic and they all fall under foreign exchange approach. Now, those of you that knew or no, I don't know of other countries, but in Ghana, we have people that you see by the roadside, public transport or taxis, go to them, and then they give them 10 Ghana cedis paper. Okay. Then those people give them 9 Ghana cedi coin. Okay. What are they doing? They are changing money to drivers, and they are making 1 Ghana cedi per every 10 Ghana cedi change they give you. They are not exchanging, but they are only changing for you. They are not exchanging, but they are changing for you. But then there is something related to what? Trading. That time you don't call it foreign exchange. You only call it trading. They traded something for you. You go to them for a service. What is that service? I have 10 Ghana cedis and I want you to give me a breakdown of that 10 Ghana cedis into 1 Ghana cedi unit. And the person is taking a service charge of 1 Ghana cedis. So if he or she repeat that multiple times of 50 in a day, he or she is making 1 times 50, which is equal to what? 50 Ghana cedis profit. Now, he might have only 10 Ghana cedis and rotate it 5 times and still make 50 Ghana cedis. That same approach, we use it in the financial market or the foreign exchange market. That is one example you need to take note of. The second example is you traveling from one country to the other. Okay, so let's say I am moving from Ghana and then I'm going to South Africa. Okay, so the question is, can I spend a Ghanaian cedi with Rand? Definitely no. What do I do? Before I leave the country, I will go and change my Ghanaian cedi to either United States dollar or Rand instantly before I leave the country. Now, when I go, they will give me an exchange rate. When you go, they will tell you, we are buying Ghanaian cedi at so and so rate and selling Ghanaian cedis at so and so rate. Or we are buying dollar at so and so rate or selling dollar at so and so rate. Or we are selling Ghanaian cedi Rand at so and so rate or buying Rand at so and so. At that particular point, you are going to do what we call exchange. Where can you do those exchanges? You can do it at the ports, maybe the airport or the borders. You could also move to a Forex bureau and do it. Or you move to a bank and do it. How do they make profit? They don't make profit like the person changing the money. They make profit from the difference. So, for instance, if they are selling Ghana cedis to dollar, they are selling at, let's say, 10. And then, so they give to their customers at 10. And their customers bring to them at 9.5. So they take it from their customers 9.5. It means that every transaction that happened, they make 50%. So if the bank buy, let's say, $1,000 from a client by giving them 9,500, they sell it $10,000 to another client, and then they make 500 Ghana cedis. So the rotation they do on daily basis determines their income. Over here, you give them fiat currency dollar, cedis, and you took dollar. Which means that if, let's say, something happened and you are not able to embark on your trip again, you want to go back and change your money instantly, your $1,000 will cedis will become 9,500 or 950. It will be less by 50%. So that becomes a loss for you. By the time you are going, if a demand increase and then the rates change, maybe to the buying that the amount they buy from the customers or the clients increase to 10.5 or 10, it means that you break even and then multiply by the total number. So if it is 10.5, you are making 50 pesos. And that is what always happens in the financial market. Then how they flow from one point to the other also play a role. And the demand with supply or supply against demand also play a role in the financial market. So this is basically the approach. Now, what we do in financial market is called contract for different, CFDs. So we trade the different. You are coming to trade the different. You are not holding dollar, you are not holding pounds, you are not holding Swiss franc, you are not holding rand, you are not holding any other currency. You are only depositing some fund in your account, and then you are leveraging on that account to trade the different in pairs. And then some mechanisms happened, and you are able to get some good profits or loss at the end of the day. Please, who is lost up to this point? You are lost. I want to repeat myself a little, then we can go to the next step. So if you are lost, say, hey, Mark, I'm confused already. Or you just put in a chat box, hey, Mark, I'm already confused. Oh, I'm getting it. So one person said repeat. Yes, who else is requesting for a repeat? So far, so good. Okay, so far, so good. You made me remember one of my mentor. Anytime he teach, he said, so far, so good. Awesome. All right, now let me just simplify it. Okay. Now, on track. Thank you. So let me use gold, or let me use currency. Let me use Euro US dollar. Okay. So I pick here Euro. Okay, US dollar. Okay. Now I'm gonna use this for example. So let's say, for instance, in the forex market, there is pair. In the real world market, there's always a pair. So you are buying one and then selling the other. So what you are looking here is the chart. We will come there. But then let me just come forward. You see this value here, one I circle at the top, and this value here. So one is a buying price, the other is a selling price. And it's a vice versa thing. You the one buying and the one selling to you. There is a buying price and a selling price. How much are you willing to sell? How much am I willing to buy? How much am I willing to buy? How much are you willing to sell? That is all that has been happening in the trade industry. You can take tomatoes. There is a way you go to the market, especially women. Let's forget about those of you who go to the mart. Okay, that there's always price tag. But the women that experience the market, the local market, they go to the market and this person will say, this tomato is 3 pieces for what? $2. Then you say, you will hold it and say, this thing is too small. You move to the next person and you see that person giving you 4 pieces, but the sizes are different. Then you look like, okay, if I go and buy that 3 pieces and this one, which one will give me the quantity I want, right? We all do that. Okay, now this example, I'm going to use it when I'm teaching you support and resistance. Okay, because it will give you a clear logic towards support and resistance. Now, let's say you want to buy 100,000 units of euro, and then 1 euro against United States dollar is going for 1.0741, for example. Then you bought it. And then the time you want to sell it back, the price moved to 1.0841. You see that there's a difference in change here. The price moved up. So in a very simplified way, you subtract the big value from the smaller value, you'll be getting $100. That is your profit. And we do that. That's all that we do in the financial market. That's where you have to analyze to know where should you buy from and then where should you sell from. So you are buying here and selling here. So when you buy from the bottom and expecting it to go up, once it goes up, you are making money. But when you buy here and it start going down, it means that you are losing money. That is what always happened in the market. Now, there is no chart that should only be going to the top forever. No. It cannot also move like this. No. It has to move in a certain manner, which we call pattern. Now, you'll be getting it very clear in the next example. For example, let me use Bitcoin because majority of you hear about Bitcoin and the United States dollar. Now, everybody is praying that market Bitcoin should go up. Bitcoin should go up. There is someone who is also praying Bitcoin should go down. Bitcoin people are praying that Bitcoin should be stronger than the dollar. That is why the chart will be going up. Then dollar owners or people that believe dollar will also be praying that dollar should be stronger than Bitcoin. Then the chart is going down. So as you are buying one, you are selling the other. As you are selling the other, you are buying the other, and vice versa. Why? Because when you come to the chart and trade on Euro USD, you don't actually have the Euro. You don't actually have the Euro. You cannot hold it. You are only trading the difference in price of Euro. So before you go into it, you need to understand the economic activities behind Europe. What countries? What are the elements? What are the fundamental indicators I need to understand about Europe? So that you should be able to read the indicators and know that, okay, when I buy Euro at the current price right now, in 2, 3, 4, 5 hours time, it will come to this particular area and I will take my profit by selling off and coming out of the market. Forex trading. So the same approach work with indices, the same approach work with commodities, futures, and the rest. The same approach work with cryptocurrencies. It means that when you follow what we're going to teach you, you can end up trading everything at the end of the day, right? So now, when it comes to trading, we use the chart for analysis, and we'll break it down for you. Why do we use the chart for analysis? The chart helps us know what is happening in the market and help us to interpret it within period. So when we start, we'll be dealing with time frames and all of them, and then we'll be climbing up slowly. Now, some of the things you should know from the onset, and we are going to break it down. One of them is broker. One of them is broker. After broker, you need a charting software. Okay. So please note them down. You need a charting software like MetaTrader, CTrader, and many more. Okay. You can wait for the instruction to get them done the right way as well. Now, the other things you need will be where you can get information. Okay. So where you can get information like fundamental news, breaking news, and the rest. For example, if you want to trade Euro and US dollar, you need to behave and live like you are in Europe or United States dollar or both. So one reason why you must not trade many assets at a time. Today you are trading NZD, USD. Tomorrow you are trading GBP, JPY. Tomorrow you are trading gold, USD. The next day you are trading Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. It means that how can you scatter yourself in all those continents? Some of you make it wrong from that point. I remember vividly when I started trading currency. I love gold from day one, 2019, 2018, 2019. I love gold from day one. So some of you who follow me realize that gold signals are almost always better than even others. In fact, there are sometimes I'll be typing, I'll make typo error. Why? Because gold is just very straightforward. 2020. Ah. So please, one way for you to stay on track is that those of you who already trading, stop doing it the wrong way and start the right way. What is the wrong way? What is the right way? If it is euro and United States dollar you want to trade, focus on it for some time. There is always opportunity on one asset so that you can know the trade agreement between euro and United States. Please, it is different from Great Britain. Okay? Whatever activity happening in UK, United Kingdom, will definitely be different from Europe. So if you want to trade Europe and Euro and Great British Pound, then you need to focus on those two continents, or those two countries, or those two areas. If you want to deal with, let's say, Europe and United States, and then you want to add Japanese yen, then it means that over here, you focus on Europe and United States dollar, and then relate it to what? Japanese yen, which means that the analysis you drew from these three layers can help you trade United States dollar, Japanese yen. It can help you trade euro, Japanese yen, and the rest. So please, when you want to select your pets, which country do you want to focus on? And how well do you want to take them and follow whatever is happening in that country? It also means that you will know when to trade that particular currency. If you are doing anything with United States dollar, you must actually focus on when will the United States market open? That's the question. The market opens at a certain time, overlaps, closes at a certain point, and there are things you need to understand with each market. So we'll end it here for tonight. Our sessions will be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday. So 3 times a week. The best offer so far. They're going to spend 1 to 1 hour, 30 minutes each session. Okay, so prepare your mind, prepare your brain to absorb. Okay. Slowly, recording will be there to be uploaded on YouTube. You can rewatch it, replay. Some of you will not understand everything as the class is ongoing. Okay, so you have 1 day to review yourself before the next day. If you have any question, ask on the group. We'll give you the answer. Okay, so we're going to take you through up to 21st, 20th. Oh, 19. Yeah. So we're going to take you through till 19. Then we are going to do revision 22nd, 24th, and we wrap it up on 26th of April. Okay, please get your notes and make notes so that you can reflect and revise for your own good. You cannot keep everything in your medulla oblongata. You cannot put everything in your brain. You need to write some of them. Now, if you have any question, please you raise your hand or you ask in the chat box. I'll give you a summarized answer. Then we call it a night and meet again on Wednesday. If you find it useful, please let us know in the chat box. Our head will not be big though, but we'll actually just try to do it better for you as the class progresses. So any question, please, you're allowed to type or request to unmute yourself and That's your question. Thank you. Okay, so Kala. This name, if I want to call it in Ghana, I'll call it Kelewole. Okay, Razak, please unmute your mic. Razak, please unmute your mic.
Hello, please, I am.
I can hear you if you can speak a little bit louder.
Okay, okay. So, I'm Razak. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, please, I wanted to ask question as from my experience in trading, and you
Mm-hmm.
agree with me, I'm a professional trader. So,
Pardon?
from my experience in trading,
Okay.
can you hear me from? Hello, from my
Yes, I can hear
experience
you.
in trading,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I want to ask how did you find your discipline whenever you open trade and you want to keep your eyes off from the chart? Like whenever you are in a position and you just want to keep your eyes on the chart so that your emotion won't be trouble you. How did you come to discipline yourself
Okay.
in that
Yes,
aspect?
we will be teaching that in the second week. But in most cases, the first thing you need to do is to accept your loss before executing the trade. That's the first thing you should do. But then I will be taking that aspect in the course of the session. Is that okay?
Okay, sorry, sir. Thank you.
Great. So Jeremiah is asking, what do you focus on, please? With cryptocurrency, what do you focus on? Assuming USD, you focus on United States dollar. Now, if it is crypto, you first need to ask, what cryptocurrency are you focusing on? And then, um, generally, we see USD paired to all cryptocurrencies. But technically, that is not how it works. Technically, it goes beyond USD, BTC, it goes beyond that. The real crypto, the real crypto is crypto. How is Ethereum behaving towards Bitcoin? How is Litecoin behaving towards Bitcoin? Those are what we call cryptocurrencies. And when it comes to the hybrid currencies, okay, so hybrid means that the United States dollar is playing against crypto, okay, or gold is paired with crypto. So if it is United States dollar and crypto like Bitcoin, they need to actually know what's happening in the Bitcoin world against what's happening in the United States. And aside that, you need to ask yourself, how are people relating with Bitcoin from other countries? Okay, like Ghana, El Salvador, other countries that love crypto, other countries that don't like crypto, countries that as if they like crypto, how are they all reacting towards crypto? That is what you need to focus on. So it's actually bigger. Focusing and understanding the concept over there is bigger than just focusing on two countries, United States and European countries, or United States and Great British Pounds, or Canada and United States dollar. Focusing on those two countries are far, far easier than analyzing how the whole world is relating to Bitcoin to know if it will buy or sell. But yes, we have crypto session, which we do on Saturdays. You can shift yourself there small and grab that concept from crypto aspect as well. Jeremiah, I hope that's okay with by you. All right. Any other question? What are well, Mr. Ayomide, the truth of the matter is that we follow strict rules in our classes. Um, I will not be able to answer your question, what are volatility, step index, boom and crash, and etc. until we get there. So that I don't confuse my the new people. Thank you and sorry for that as well. All right, so Jeremiah respond. Thank you. Rich is saying that for me so far so good. Thank you. All right, so thank you so much for your time. Those of you that did not introduce yourself, please, there'll be a form circulating, a Google form, please. You kindly fill the form and then um put your interest, what you want to expect at the end of the class. We read it and then we come into a conclusion. So everybody kindly fill that form so that it help us give you exactly what you yearn for at the end of the day. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you find it very useful. And if you find this on YouTube, kindly like, give a very beautiful comment, probably share, subscribe to the channel, right? And send this content to someone who actually need this information as well. Until then, we'll meet again on Wednesday, same time. Have a good evening.